Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Baldr Sky, Dive 1. So yeah, I am officially back from my 1 month of break. It was actually pretty long. Like, I find myself not having... Or I guess I find myself having a lot of free time to not do anything. And when I'm not really doing these recording sessions, right? So I actually took up another game called this game called Library of Ruina, and man, that game is actually a really good visual novel. I'm pretty sad that I'm not, well, I am able to showcase it, of course, but I'm kind of sad whenever I play these visual novels like off camera, because like, you guys will not be able to get my first reaction, right? My first reaction towards like the story and whatnot. And it's a very good like visual novel. It's definitely right up my alley. The problem with that game is that it's a, what do you call it? It's a deck building game, and it's a pretty difficult deck building game. Like, I kid you not, maybe about 60% of the way I had to look up a guide just for good decks, because some of the fights get really stupid. There would be like five phase fights where you have to fight the boss back to back to back, and you only can use like your first team, so it's pretty crazy. But really good visual novel. I do highly recommend them. But yeah, overall, I'm just very happy to be back recording episodes again, because as I said in the update video, I was contemplating whether or not I'm going to do or going to go to the training and take up work again, since it's been a year since my since I said that I was gonna take this more seriously and whatnot. But I do think that like just having free time, having like time that I can use for whatever that I want is much more better than trading it for work and money, right? That's why like throughout the whole, I wouldn't say like year, but I was kind of like thinking about how I was making myself get stuck into a routine again, even though I don't really need a routine. The benefits of doing what I'm doing right now is that I don't really have a time frame that I have to do these recording sessions, right? So throughout like the month that I was basically taking a break, I was thinking that I don't need to record after the gym. Like, sure, it's nice to have a routine, but getting stuck into a routine that you don't really like make changes of basically means that you also got a job, right? And that kind of really ruins the fact that, or not ruins, but it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's basically not it's like a pro that I have doing what I'm doing, but I'm making it into a not a pro, you know? It's not a positive thing that I can do. So right now it's like 7 p.m. and I'm recording, and I don't really mind, because I've just been doing whatever the past month, right? So I'm like, yeah, I don't mind sleeping at 9 p.m. or sorry, finishing the recording at 9 p.m., 12 p.m. As long as I get my 7-8 hours of sleep, I don't really care. This also fixes my mindset that, you know, after 5 p.m. I don't really want to record anymore. So all of those like excuses sometimes that I have for you guys on Patreon anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that. But yeah, let me do the last episode recap before we start. So in the last episode, we finished off chapter 12, I believe. I don't know whether or not we finished it off. No, we did. I think we finished off chapter 11, yeah. But yeah, chapter 11, I was watching through my old episodes, and it was very jam-packed with action. It was pretty cool, and I thought that was actually the end of the episode, or sorry, end of the route, but turns out it wasn't. So we went to, or we didn't went to, we tried to break out of Dominion's, what do you call it, domain? And yeah, we had the help from Shizzle and also our dad. They really wanted to get Assembler. And Assembler was being worked on by Kurihara, right? Gotta remember the names again. Yeah, Naoki Kurihara. So Naoki, he put assembler on someone. I'm guessing himself, if I'm not mistaken. But he said he was one of the triggers that could basically change what assembler does when it's activated. So what he wants to do is make assembler into, instead of the weapon of mass destruction that the minion wanted him to make, he wants to use assembler to do the thing that he wanted to do previously, right? Which is, it's it's trying to get rid of pollution and whatnot. There's a word for it, but for the life of me, it's been a while since I've actually been talking in English, so do excuse me if I don't remember words. But yeah, so we met up with Agent again, which is the AI Sora/Q, and she was giving us visions about how we might be fighting Father Gregory, and also, like, we can choose to fight Father Gregory, but if so, there's also a future where if we don't save Nanoha, she's gonna get mind hacked by someone. So yeah, we decided to save Nanoha instead. And after that, we went running in the real world. And right now, we are getting a flashback. And it seems that Naoki actually gave us some sort of thing. I don't think we are the carrier. He gave us like a passcode or a key code or something about information. But then we blacked out. I believe that's it. That's the end of the episode. Hopefully there's not much combat in this returning episode, because it's gonna take a while for me to get used to the controls again. Okay, that was a really... Ah, shit. Yeah, my controller double skipped it. I was wondering why Ko wasn't voiced. I opened my eyes to see a bleak, cloudy sky. While I was watching and playing 100 Line, by the way, in Odd1's chat, there were people that actually played this game on very hard. And they said that if you're on very hard, you want to go to air combo at the third, like, combo. I don't know why. Maybe, like, very hard is very difficult. I feel like I'm probably not gonna go to very hard. The problem with this game, as I said, I don't really mind the difficulty. The difficulty on hard right now is actually very nice. But I do mind the fact that I'm not able to get other skills by, you know, they're gating other skills by me using garbage skills. And I don't like that. So I'm probably just gonna keep doing what I'm doing on hard mode, because I do enjoy the hard mode battles right now. But yeah, this area is actually... Did this area get nuked? I know that we tried, or not us, but I know that Fenrir tried to blow up the area where the minion was. But Agent made another singularity, right? And they kind of postponed the nuclear reaction, I think. I guess after we left, the bombing happened either way. That's what I'm guessing happened. Because yeah, every like background right now is very much scorched. Nanoha smiles and extends her hand to me. She looks way better than she did yesterday. Relieved, I take it and stand up. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know what I'm just realizing, guys. After like contemplating and also doing some self-reflection, the reason why I'm not able um to feel for characters like Nanoha and anyone really is just because the fact that I don't really feel affection towards them. Yeah, that's really it. The affection that I feel towards characters is certainly very sparse, right? I think the only characters in all of my playthroughs so far, other than the Rance ones, of course, because Rance, I I roleplay as Rance, so I don't really show off a lot of my personality in those playthroughs. But in all of these other playthroughs, the only character that I actually feel affection towards is probably like Fia and maybe Misaki. Not much else. Nanoha squints nostalgically and looks up at the cloudy sky. The street before us is full of debris and other remnants of battle. Despite that, there's still people here and there. Suzushiro's inhabitants sure are a strong bunch.
やっぱり会えないのかな。
Nanoha mutters, staring at the empty sky.
またあんな楽しい日が来るのかな。でも帰りたいよ。
Oh, sorry.
サラギ寮に帰りたい。もう帰る場所なんかどこにもないって分かってるのに。
Rubbing her eyes, she bites down on her lip.
帰る場所なんて作ればいいさ、そんなの。
I stop and hug her shoulders.
青空の見える田舎に家を買ってさ、畑でも作ってのんびり過ごそう。
そんな田舎今時あるかな。
I don't think so. But maybe you can buy a domain somewhere on the web.
きっとまだどこかにあるさ。それに
I want to add that we also have a Assembler, but I can't bring myself to say it.
そうだね。まだどこかにきっとあるよね。青い空に緑もあって空気もちゃんと澄んでいて。
ああ、海辺の町なんかどうだ？それなら一つだけ心当たりがないわけでもない。
Yeah, I'm also starting to realize that this game has quite the emphasis on planet restoration. It's something that I don't particularly care about myself, because you know, every year people always talk about global warming, this and that and blah blah blah. But I don't think this is just my egoistic self talking here, but those problems won't be happening in my generation. Like, I won't have kids, so you know, it always feels like it's someone else's problem, right? Even though I know it's not really a good thing.
海いいな。海の見えるコテージとかあると素敵。
だったら決まりだな。海の見える家を買ってみんなを招待してやろう。
We hug each other and exchange a gentle kiss. Nanoha's lips are mildly dry, and her skin is strangely hot.
お前、ひょっとして熱でもあるのか？
ちょっとだけだるいかも。でも大丈夫だよ。多分少し疲れただけ。
I push my forehead against hers. Yeah, it really does seem like she's feverish.
これから一緒に逃げるにしても、その前に少し休んだ方が良さそうだな。
大丈夫だよ。多分だけど。
無理をするな。今まで散々無理をしてきたんだから。
I take her hand and start walking. Suzushiro is in an awful state. Besides the Mitspire, I can't think of a single place where we can have a proper rest. Oh right, there were riots everywhere, right? I think that was actually what's causing places to be burned down, and not necessarily the nuclear reactor detonating. That's why we return to the slums.
意外とここは平和だな。
兵隊さんたちでいっぱいだけどね。
Looks like there was no all-out fighting in the slums. There's less people outside, but the place is as clean as before. The few people walking about are different than before though. You can't turn a corner without seeing at least one armed GU soldier.
我々はドミニオンの主要拠点の占領に成功しました。
So truth be told, this is actually what happened after like Rain's stuff, right? Because at the end of Rain's scenario, what happened was, yeah, the GU took control of everything, I think. But we were on the run, so we didn't really know what happened to Suzushiro and everything. Or, you know, every place that's affected. So right now we're basically, you know, like below Rain's chart here in terms of just where we are.
あと少しで鈴代市に平和が訪れます。市民諸君、あと少しの辛抱なのです。
The voice resounding through the streets belongs to the director of GOAT. I wonder what happened to Naoki though in that route. They never mentioned Naoki at all, so I'm guessing after Assembler was complete, he was killed in that route. Isao Kirishima, if I recall correctly, he's Rain's father.
この都市を支配していた悪しき旧政権は駆逐され、これからこの都市は生まれ変わります。
This is her dad? The voice doesn't sound like her dad.
いや、生まれ変わらねばならないのです。
The people walking about aren't nearly as enthusiastic though.
よく言うぜ。まだ市のあちこちじゃドンパチが続いてるってのによ。
第一、まだアークは陥落してないらしいぜ。統合の野郎、グングニールぶち込んできたりしねえよな。
The word arc makes me stop and listen.
ゴートの長官が来てるんだ。そりゃあないって信じたいけど。
灰色のクリスマスじゃ。あいつらは人口密集地に容赦なくぶち込みやがったんだぜ。
I mean, that was probably a cover-up, yeah. I do think that Assembler was probably the least of their concerns. Or, I guess the Assembler was their concern, but it's not as if that was, you know, that was what was causing, like, crazy damage. I think they just did not want Assembler to be... Yeah, there's some sort of conspiracy going on with Assembler, you know? Just like what Shinatsu's saying.
ジュネーブはきっと俺たちイエローが嫌いなんだよ。今回、随分とまっ盛大に。
Nanoha lightly tugs at my clothes.
アークが攻撃されてるって本当なの？
らしいな。
どうして？アークは普通の会社なのに？
I don't know how to respond to that. She realizes that let's go of me and size.
先輩、大丈夫かな？
もちろん大丈夫さ。アキネーに何かあるわけがないだろ。
At least I hope she didn't.
ねえ、栗原先生は大丈夫なの？
あの人の行方はわからない。お前、先生について何か思い当たることはないのか？
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get a crash, but I have not been using my PC for the past month too. Basically, when I'm not recording, I haven't really been using my PC. I'm mostly playing my games on the Switch because I actually do like playing on my bed. She shakes her head. Oh, sorry about that, Nana. This reminds me of a question I wanted to ask her once we were out.
なのか、お前、俺と別れてからどうしていたんだ？
うん。コウと別れた後、いきなりお腹が痛くなってね。それで私、手術を。
Huh? Oh, when we got separated in, from our hometown, I'm guessing, when we were kids?
おいおい、手術って、あんなろくな医療設備もなさそうな場所でか？それに腹が痛くて即手術って。
Or what the fuck? Is this actually what happened after we had sex? Is this what's going on?
盲腸だったみたい。医療なの様々だよ。見て、もうほとんど傷も残っていないんだから。
Appendicitis, really? She raises her clothes, exposing her navel and pallid skin of her belly.
それで医務室でずっと寝てたの。それでいきなりあの騒ぎに巻き込まれて。
Okay, yeah, I guess this must be talking about after we had sex.
じゃあお前も栗原先生がどこにいたのかわからないんだな。
うん。手術の後に一回お見舞いに来てくれたけど、それからは全然。
It doesn't look like she's lying. Guess she really doesn't know where he is. I didn't get any info, but I'm actually glad about that. Regardless, I now have a new thing to worry about.
ひょっとして熱の原因はそれじゃないだろうな。雑菌でも感染してなきゃいいけれど。
そんな、まさか。それに一応お薬はもらってるし。
見せてみろ。
I take it in hand and look it up on the database. There's nutrients, anti-infection agents, etc. It doesn't look like anything shady.
一応術後の経過がどうなっているか医者に見てもらった方がいいんじゃないか。
でも私たちはこんな状況だし、町はこんなだし。
確かにまっとうな医者には見せられないな。
Suddenly, Noi's face comes to mind. I'm not really fond of the idea of entrusting Nanoha to her.
心配しなくて大丈夫だよ。
She slaps my shoulder. Her cheerful tone seems somewhat forced.
今は幸せなんだもん。熱ぐらいすぐに下がっちゃうよ。
Suddenly, we're attacked by droplets from the sky. That's not really an exaggeration. I mean, the rain here in Suzushiro is acid.
早く行こう。頭がはげちゃうよ。
ああ。
How does acid rain even happen? I mean, I know that acid rain happens a lot in post-apocalyptic settings, but I don't know if it's actually even possible to have acid rain. Is Nanoha's place safe though? What if there's authorities or Dominion waiting for us? I shake away those questions and run through the rainy streets. Nanoha's place is completely untouched.
オーナー逃げちゃったみたい。
まあ部屋が略奪されていなくてよかったじゃないか。
I'm surprised there's still electricity too. I sit down on the bed and sigh. The fact that no one was here means that no one's actively searching for Nanoha right now.
やったー。お湯がまだ出るみたいだよ。
よかったな。じゃあ先にシャワー浴びてこいよ。
Nanoha blushes and stares at me.
あのな、別にそういう意味じゃ。第一お前熱があるんだろ。ってそうか、熱があるんだもんな。
Yeah, like what are you talking about, Ko? Taking a shower when you have a fever?
うん。でも微熱だし、それに体がベタベタして気持ち悪いし。
This better not be an H scene, okay? I'm just saying. I just got back to my 1 month break. I do not want to see H scenes.
とにかく体をきれいにして暖かいベッドでぐっすり寝ろ。
うん。そうする
けど
しないの？
She looks up at me completely flushed.
じゃあ一緒にシャワーを浴びるか？
もうエッチ。それはまた落ち着いたから。
She rushes off to the shower. I know I should be on edge, but I can't help but relax and smile.
ご注意。聞こえるか？
Thank you. The fact that Chisel is chanting us means that there's not gonna be any lovey-dovey bullshit, right? The moment I let my guard down a bit, Ward catches up to me.
いや、聞こえます。
やっと連絡が取れたか。
すいません、少佐。おかげで幼馴染は無事救出できました。
で、そのまま市外に脱出するつもりか？ペンリルの正式な一員じゃなくて本当に良かったな。
Her tone tells me she's not too pleased about this.
ナノハは栗原先生もアセンドラのことも知りません。そのことはおそらく確かです。どうしても合流しろというのなら、せめてあいつを安全な場所に逃がしてからにしてください。
個人的にはそうしてやりたいが、今事態はとんでもない局面を迎えている。
と言いますと？
ニュースは見ていないのか？先ほど公共放送ドミニオンが乗っ取った。いいからアーカイブを見てみろ。
I hurriedly do as I'm told. Well, in this timeline, Father Gregory is still alive, so it's not going to be Gilbert. I instantly find what she's talking about and make the wall monitor show it to me.
統合軍並びに鈴代氏区別政権の諸君、私はドミニオン総帥グレゴリーである。
I get a video of nothing but the priest's face, accompanied by his speech.
明日午後、我々は鈴代市での活動を休止する。それに伴い、幹部一行の鈴代市からの脱出を黙認するように要求する。要求が認められない場合、我々はナノ物質の無制限な増殖を開始する。その威力は諸君も知っている通りである。
Nano, that has to be assembler.
なお、我々に危害が与えられた場合、ナノ物質のトリガーが自動的に起動することをあらかじめ通告しておる。返答まで24時間待つ。諸君らの冷静なる判断に期待する。
I forgot what Gilbert actually wanted in the other route. The priest disappears. He's replaced by some sort of flowing code.
とんでもねえ。アセンブラを盾に鈴代市から脱出するつもりかよ。
死はパニック状態に陥りかけている。検問にボートが押しかけ、とんでもない大騒ぎになっているようだ。
So that's what's going on now. It's definitely something.
ドミニオンは相当に追い詰められている。一体何をしでかす気なのか予想もできん。
しかし栗原先生、いえ栗原博士はアセンブラの内容を書き換えたと言っていましたが。
I tell her everything that Mr. Kurihara told me.
参考にならんな。
しかし
アセンブラが書き換えられた保証は、それに栗原が信じられる証拠はあるのか。お前が見たデモがトリックでない証拠は。
ありません。
She has a point. I grit my teeth in
気
vexation.
持ちはわかるが、判断に情を挟むのは勘弁してくれ。
Yeah, are you serious? I don't think Mr. Kurihara or Naoki is even able to pull that off. I actually thought that he had the trigger inside of him to basically switch what's going on with, you know, the nano material that he's been making. But no. From what Shizo's saying here, there's no trigger to switch the nano material. It's basically already built inside of assembler, right? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think from what he was saying before, there was like a carrier and there was like something, a replicator. And I think that he was able to do something that makes assembler not become a weapon of mass destruction, but I don't know. Because if you think about it, it doesn't make sense that Dominion would even allow, you know, Naoki to be able to reprogram something that or something that they want, right? But I don't know, maybe the complexity of it means that, you know, like Dominion doesn't even know what the hell he's making.
とにかく一刻も早く合流しろ。心配するな。幼馴染の身柄は守ってやる。
I can't help but doubt that. She's a great leader in battle, but that's exactly why you can't expect much sympathy from her.
一つ聞きます。一企業に過ぎない悪者がどうして栗原博士やアセンブラを捕獲しようとしているのです？
それについては全てが片付いたら教えてやる。
She's not denying that that's the intention. Looks like Fenrir really is working for Ark.
栗原を見つけたら直ちに教えろ。お前の情が大量の死を招くことになるかもしれないことを覚えておけ。
I mean, as long as those people are not someone that I know, I don't really care. With those words as her last, she ends the chant. I sit on the bed and think.
全てが片付いたらか。
Assembler went rogue because the AI, particularly Mother, weren't working to spec. Ark were her managers and they're hiding something about what happened. It's probably unheard of that a second gen would distrust them. But after seeing that glitch-like phenomenon, the singularity, I'm starting to have my doubts too. Suddenly, the shower sounds end. But I don't hear anything after that. It doesn't sound like she's getting out.
風呂場で倒れてたりしないだろうな。
I take a look through the window and see her just standing there, blankly staring at the wall.
どうした？本当に風邪をひくぞ。
ちょっとぼーっとしてて。
Huh. Why does her face look so stiff?
今出るからあっちにいてて。
ああ。
After a brief wait, Nanoha finally shows herself.
こうモニターの音大きいよ。
Oh, she heard it.
ああ、すまない。
Oh, right. While chanting with Major Shizzle, I turn on the wall monitor to watch the announcement.
どうした？気分悪いのか？
ちょっと
That's clearly an understatement. Her face is all pale and her body shaking.
やっぱりシャワーがいけなかったのかな。
I bring my forehead to hers to see how bad the fever is. She pushes me away clearly against it, huh?
なのは？
ごめん。でも風が移ったら大変だから。
What the hell is she hiding?
風ってそうだったのか？
多分ごめん。いきなり気分が悪くなって。
She's being weird. I have a bad feeling about this.
ちょっと来い、なのは。
いや、だから風が。
風なら平気だ。俺はこれでも鍛えているし、それなりの予防処置も受けている。
でもそうじゃなくて、だからダメ。
Her scream makes me freeze.
ごめん。つい本当具合悪いだから。
すまん。俺が悪かった。
I ring out those words and back down. It's very clear that something's wrong with her, but it's not like I can do anything to fix that.
とにかく今日はもう寝ろ。わかったな。
She doesn't want me touching her? Is there something wrong with her body somehow? I walk out to the hallway and open a comms line with Noise Place.
内戦騒ぎで逃げ出していないでくれよ。ノイ。
After a brief wait, Noise holograph enters my vision.
ああ、久しぶりだな。生きていたか、注意。
よかった。まだ鈴代市に留まってくれていたんですね。
いろいろあってな。で、どうしたこんな時間に。世間話というわけでもなかろう。
ええ、実は見てもらいたい人が。
Before I can finish my words, I hear a thud in the room.
すいません。後でまた連絡します。
Guessing she passed out? I rush back into the room to find Nanoha lying on the floor.
どうした？何があった？
ごめんなさい。
She looks pale and frightened. Typo? Her whole body shaking and her eyes are unfocused.
どうして謝るんだよ。何か謝るような理由があるのか。お前の体が今こうなってることに。怒ったりしない。ちゃんと正直に話してくれよ。
実は私。
Suddenly, she turns limp.
なのは。
Her body is so hot it's actually unsettling. What is it? I know they're trying to build suspense, but I don't know what the hell is going on with her body like at all. After a long examination, Noi finally looks up from Nanoha.
先生、ナノハは一体。
過労だな。
Huh? Overwork? She barely did anything though. She smiles as if to reassure me.
体が弱っているところに気苦労が重なったんだろう。休ませておけば元気になる。
Are you lying to me too, Noi?
そうですか。
I heave a long sigh. The relief almost makes me cry.
ありがとうございます。先生がいてくれて助かりました。
私も本来ならとっくに逃げ出しているはずだったんだがな。
She grins wryly and points to the pile of luggage.
先生も鈴代から逃げるつもりだったんですか？
調 神父のおかげで脱出の計画が台無しだ。まったく連中は余計なことばかりしてくれる。私にとってはこの町ももうおしまいだ。おそらくは彼女が最後の患者になるだろうな。で、この娘は君とどんな関係なんだ？ここに運んできた時の顔からすれば単なる幼馴染というわけでもないのだろう。
I'm guessing Rain is actually with Chisel right now.
はい。話すと多少長くなりますけど。
I tell her about my relationship with Nanoha. I speak of our childhood, school days, and our reunion in Suzushiro. The more I speak, the more sad I become.
そうか。幼馴染で恋人。そして家族もなく、今は鈴代市で暮らしている。
はい。
だったら君に聞くべきなんだろうな。
She takes a deep breath and looks at Nanoha with sympathy in her eyes. The worry I thought was gone instantly comes back.
単なる疲労じゃなかったんですか。
体は大丈夫だが、気になることが一つはある。
She makes the monitor display some sort of picture.
見たまえ、下腹部に何かが埋め込まれている。
Yeah, appendicitis my ass. Someone actually put something inside of her.
様子から見て移植を受けたのはつい最近のようなのだが、何かこれに心当たりはないかね。
I mean, the fact that you can see it, don't you know what that is? Why not just open her up and see what it is?
心当たり。
うん。コウと別れた後、いきなりお腹が痛くなってね。それで私、手術を。
What was she trying to tell me before she passed out? What did she pass out specifically at that point? Also, when and where did the surgery even happen? Right, she was in the Dominion's hideout.
何か事情がありそうだな。無理に話せとは言わないが、何も話さなければこれ以上の手助けはできないぞ。
That can't be assembler, can it? It's impossible, right? I'm not sure if I should trust her, but she looks unusually serious. It's like she's being considerate of us. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to tell her about it, but I don't think I have any other options.
親父には。
君らが来たことは言っておらんよ。そもそも今は連絡すらろくに取れないからな。
そうですか。
うかつに喋れないこともある。な、そうだろ？注意。
We have only 23 hours until Dominion's time limit expires. We're short on time, and this is probably our only option. It's best to just tell her everything.
実は。
I reveal all that happened until now.
やはりそうか。道理でゴートが必死になってそこいら中を探し回っているわけだ。
Not even she can help turning tense. Her youthful face is covered in sweat.
アセンブラ。そのプラントは人体に埋め込むことができるほどの大きさだと聞いたことがある。
What?
そんな、まさか。
Why the hell would they plant it on her? Did Naoki order someone to plant this on her? How does she know that anyway? Before I can ask, she continues her talk. How does she know that too? Yeah.
考えられない話ではないな。この娘の創作優先度はドレクスラー機関の研究者よりはるかに下だ。
She shows me a list of names. It includes Mr. Kurihara and the other researchers. Wow, what the fuck? This makes, like, Naoki really suspicious now. I thought that he would never try to put harm on, you know, on his students, but no.
CDF の創作リストだ。この仕事をしていると、いろいろと知らなくてもいい話を知っておく必要があってね。
I mean, he's suspicious, but what he did, if this is also assembler, it makes sense. But I don't know. That kind of questions his morals, right?
つまり、菜の葉の立場を利用して、本人も知らないうちにアセンブラを。
The very idea makes a powerful chill go down my spine.
カプセルの内容を調べられませんか？
待ってろ、今調べてみる。 君もちょっと
Appendicitis.
手伝ってくれ。
Maybe Nanoha actually lied about the surgery too. Maybe she actually knew about it. Noi runs up to the medical equipment next to the wall. By the time we're done checking her, a whole hour has passed. We have 22 hours left.
どうですか先生。
わからんが、アセンブラらしきものは血液中に見当たらないな。
ことは少なくとも中身が漏れ出してはいないってわけか。
単にプラントが休止状態にある可能性も高い。今の状態では中身を確認することもできん。
Maybe that was also the reason why she got mind hacked. Someone knows that they planted assembler on her. But who was the perp?
先生、なんとかこれを摘出できませんか。
中身がわからない以上迂闊なことはできん。どんな細工がされているのか見当もつかんからな。見たまえ、神経節が脳内チップに伸びている。もし摘出に反応し動作するようにセットされていたとすれば。
Okay, so it's already rooted in place then inside of her body. Then both Nanoha and anyone near her would be in severe danger. Of course, it's possible that Mr. Kurihara made it safe, but that's not guaranteed.
アセンブラの疑いがあると分かれば摘出しようとするバカはまずいない。起動したら隔離施設など何の役にも立たないからな。そこらの医者に見せなくて正解だ。当局に引き渡しておしまいにしていただろう。
And the authorities obviously would prioritize neutralizing Assembler instead of preserving Nanoha's life. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I would do the same thing, Ko. No, I can't risk releasing it either. Overwhelmed by despair, I opened my mouth.
一体誰がこんなことを。
栗原先生だよ。
Yeah, I guess she is in on it. Before I knew it, Nanoha was watching me with faintly opened eyes.
話を聞いていたのか。
先生にお願いされたのは研究の重要な成果だって。だから。
I mean, he was kinda using your sympathy though. She nods lightly, then tears form at the edges of her eyes.
私メモリチップか何かかと思ってた。先生もそんなこと一言も。
I mean, that's what happens when you blindly trust someone, Nanoha.
バカ、なんでそんなことを黙っていた。
だって
Man, Nanoha is very dumb. It just hit me. When she left the shower, she told me that the monitor was too loud. She probably heard the priest's broadcast. No, she definitely did. And she came to understand what was done to her.
ひどいの。どうして先生は黙ってたの。私先生を心から。
落ち着け、ナノハ。まだそうと決まったわけじゃない。
そうだ、別の無害のものの可能性だってある。
True. It's still a possibility. Could be a decoy, maybe. Likelihood, not really that high though. Nanoha looks up at Noi like she just realized she's here.
ナノハ、この人は子供みたいに見えるけど立派な大人。多分この町一番のお医者さんだ。
お医者さん。どうせならこの世界で一番と言ってくれ。よろしく。私はノイだ。
She extends her hand. Nanoha takes it and they exchange a handshake. Noi's hand is even smaller than Nanoha's.
ノイ先生、聞いたことがあります。確か人体改造やサイボーグ手術の天才でどんな改造でもしてくれるって。否定はできんが、一体どんな噂をされているのやら。
I see a spark of hope in Nanoha's eyes. That makes it all the more painful. She'd probably be pretty hurt if she heard Noi refuse to remove whatever's inside her.
まあ、たとえ無害なものとしても、そんなところに異物を埋め込まれているの、医者としては見過ごせないな。
先生。
Noi ignores me, stands on a stool, and looks directly into Nanoha's face.
菜の葉くん、君も赤ちゃんは欲しいだろ。
Nanoha's face instantly becomes flushed.
そんなところにそんなものが入っていては、今はもちろんこの先も妊娠に障害が起きる可能性がある。もう子供を産むことができない。それは乗り越えられてもやはり寂しいものだ。君は好きな人の子供が欲しいだろ。はい、産みたい。この赤ちゃんを産みたいです。
Nanoha nods, sobbing profusely. I also have very strong opinions about children, guys, because I really think that birthing children is not necessarily a good thing. If they can, you know, feel as much sadness as I felt.
よく言った。私に任せておけ。
Noi nods back, then leaves the room. The look in her eyes is unusually kind. I run after and call out to her.
先生、どうして？
確かに危険を冒して摘出しようなんてバカはいないだろうな。
She smiles in self-derision, and then turns serious and looks up at me.
君は日系人だな。ならば因縁という言葉は知っているか。
What is their outlook on fate?
はい、もちろん。
どうやら私にとってはこれがそうらしいな。
Well, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but I sure don't believe in fate. Noi stares at a mirror. There's a sad kind of anger in her eyes.
因縁。先生はアセンブラと何か関係があるのですか？
いつか私のことが理解できたら教えてやろう。
Saying just that, she turns away from me.
急いでオペの準備をする。君はあの子のそばにいてやってくれ。
Maybe she has a side route, this Noi girl.
いや、
Because I don't think there's a route for her. I go back to the medical room. Nanoha's still lying there, looking outside the window.
菜の葉。
大丈夫。落ち着いたから。
She forces a smile.
ニュースを聞いて気が動転しちゃったけど、でも考えてみれば先生が変なことをするわけないよね。
Sure.
ああ。
それにもし万が一アセンブラだったとしても大丈夫。アセンブラは人体に影響を与えないはずだもんね。
Sure.
そうだな。
My heart hurts. I'm not sure if I'm smiling properly.
だから平気だよ。私先生もアセンブラも信じてるし。
Fully trusting someone is also the same as, you know, being dumb.
それにこんな私が世界を救う助けになるなら。
She's clearly forcing it, but I guess this is her way of coping with the problem. Even if she trusts the tech than the person, carrying a assembler must make her uneasy. Not to mention there's no proof that he rewrote it.
でもね、あのね、もしものことを考えたら覚悟はしなくちゃいけないと思うの。だからね、あのね。
I can't listen to this anymore. I bring my lips to hers and silence the words of despair she was about to speak.
ダメだよ。今の私は。
大丈夫。菜の葉の体は綺麗なままだ。まだ妙な覚悟は固めなくていい。俺が必ずお前を助けてやる。
God, Ko... I don't know. I feel like Ko is too typical of a protagonist. Being able to say this when you don't really know whether or not you can do it is not something that I would ever say in my life. There's no backing to what he's saying. There's no... this literally is just something to reassure her.
信じてる。
instead of replying, I just kiss her again.
注意、ちょっと用事を頼まれてくれないか。
すまん、先生が呼んでいる。
I somehow succeeded in making her form a genuine smile.
すまん、私立病院のライブラリーに潜ってきてくれないか。
She's so busy preparing for the treatment that she doesn't even look up as she asks. She doesn't even look up as she asks.
増殖型ナノのワクチン、レシピがゴートから届けられているはずだ。
アセンブラー相手じゃ気休めにしかならなそうですけどね。
今は気休めでも欲しいところだからな。当然強奪することになるが、頼まれてもらえるな。
あいつのためなら CDF 本部だって襲ってみせますよ。
君ならきっとそうするんだろうな。
She finally raises her head and smiles.
ここに足跡を残したくない。ちょっと出かけてきますよ。
すまん、気をつけて行ってきてくれ。
Yup, guess we're gonna be fighting. Map selection. Select which map is used for practice mode. This is useless, and it's 1,000 force. Boosted uppercut can be developed. Sure, I'll take a look at boosted uppercut, I guess.
低層を新規開発します。
I guess this is because I... oh, it's because I use arm shot enough times. I got 3,000, so
よろしいでしょうか。
it's a decent amount. I really don't like tackle. Arm shot usage 500. Boosted uppercut.
よろしいでしょうか。
So, is that basically uppercut? Defense increases during the initial motion, but missing will leave you wide open. Access to a booster will allow you to air dash,
よ
however.
ろしいでしょうか。
So after that, I actually go jump up. That's... I don't know whether or not I like that. Yeah, I actually jump up with this boosted uppercut. Isn't that a bad thing?
よろしいでしょうか。よろしいでしょうか。
Man, a lot of these moves kind of suck, not gonna lie. Impact Rod, that's such a bad move.
よろしいでしょうか。
Battle Axe. So many bad moves, man.
よろしいでしょうか。
The sight might be okay. Swings the sight around while jumping diagonally into the air. Can damage tall targets which are grounded. The timing can be altered based on how long the attack button is held for. Gatling
よろしい
gun.
でしょうか。 よろしいでしょうか。
Shotgun is actually really good if I want to use it on my melee moves.
よろしいでしょうか。
Bazooka actually does a lot of damage.
よろしいでしょう
Missile launcher is pretty bad.
か。よろしいでしょうか。
Scatter beam doesn't really do a lot of damage either. God. Yeah, there's just nothing that I want, really. It's so sad.
装備を確認しましょう。
But this is just how much I can do, huh? Elbow rush, straight punch, beam sword. Let me just try to do my combo again. Okay. That's the combo at least. Okay, I can do 5 shots now with the rifle. That's good enough, I guess.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
Let me see if I can get some more plugins. Maybe like some more HP or something. Increase partner damage. I mean, I don't have a partner right now, but if I do, that would help. Anything that can give me some slight edge, I'll take. Spoils of War.
よ
Sure.
ろしいでしょうか。
bonus count, whatever, reader map.
よろしいでしょうか。
I actually do want the radar map. Projectile locations, don't really care. Range? I mean, it's not as if I'm gonna be using anything else for my force, right? So might as well just do this. Combo records, those are more useless. Don't really care about this at all. Code, whatever that means. I guess I'm gonna go all in with the map function.
よろしいでしょうか。
Alright.
セーブしよろしいでしょうか。
Hope this won't be too hard. A few minutes later, I arrive at a city hospital structure.
レシピとあった。これだな。
I find the data in no time and instantly start copying it. The security of a public hospital is about as good as that of a street stall with a sleeping shopkeeper.
それでも一応番犬はいるか。
Just normal viruses, I'm guessing. Are these like new? Jesus. Gosh, these guys are fast. There's so many of them too. Pretty insane. I mean, alone they're definitely trash, but you know. Yeah, alone they're pretty trash, but when there's like quite a lot of them, I mean, they don't do a lot of damage, but I got a bit
病院に損
scared.
害を与えちまって、戦争が終わったら医療基金に寄付しておくよ。
I hurry up and escape to the ether before the alarm rings.
先生、お使いが済みましたよ。
I send her the data.
ご苦労。早かったな。一体どこからダイブしたんだね。
菜の葉の家ですよ。待ってください。すぐにそっちに戻りますから。
いや、こっちはまだ準備に時間がかかる。念のためそっちで待機していてくれ。
いや。
I sigh and look at the time. We have 21 hours left until the minion's deadline. Standing still in the vast gridded sea, I take deep breaths and try to calm myself.
だが我々はドミニオンを欺こうと考えている。アセンブラをプログラムできるのは我々だけだ。彼らには破壊兵器と思わせておき、環境浄化ナノを起動するつもりだ。
Mr. Kurihara, can we really trust you? Why did you involve Nanoha in this?
注意。
The voice in my head ends my train of thought.
どうして私にまで連絡してくださらないのです。本当に心配しましたよ、注意。別に謝っていただくためにあなたを探していたわけではありません。
レイ、まだフェンリルと行動しているのか。
ええ、もう一度灰色のクリスマスを引き起こしたくないのは私の。
Oh, sorry about that, Rain. I recall the way she cried for the one she lost.
でも信じてください。私はあなたの部下であり、忠誠の対象はあなただけです。
I appreciate the sentiment, but she does have her own beliefs, right? What would happen if I went against them?
レイ、フェンリルの雇い主が誰かもう気づいてるだろう。お前はアークを信用できると思うか。
信用できるかって。フェンリルやアークは周囲のおばさまやお父様の。
血縁だけで信じられるなら俺はこんなにひねてないさ。
I briefly tell her about Chinatsu's doubts.
まさか注意の口から AI の暴走などというたわごとを聞くとは思いませんでした。
俺もそう思う。 AI がクソなら俺たちの脳みそに入っているのもクソの塊になっちまうか。ただ AI の暴走はザレ事にしてもアークが栗原先生やアセンブラを狙っていたのは確かな話だ。
I mean, it depends on how long these things have been around, right? I don't know how long like the second gens have been around. I mean, the fact that they said that no, second gens have these things implanted as soon as they were born, so at the very least like maybe 20 something years. Since I assume that's just how old Ko is. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, 20 something years is very short.
だから私の信用できない。注意。まさか栗原博士やアセンブラの行方を隠したりしてませんよね。
Rein in her woman's intuition, I can't help but grin wryly.
俺もそこまでバカじゃないさ。
とにかく迎えに行きます。現在の居場所を教えてください。信じてください、注意。決して悪いようにはしませんから。
お前個人は信じてるし、俺個人のことなら喜んでお前に任せるんだからな。
Oh, he's done. I end the chant.
最後までお前に報いてやれなかったよ。
メインさんと話をしていたの？
I turn around to see Nanoha standing behind me. What the hell?
寝てなくていいのか、ナノハ。
別に病気ってわけじゃないから。先生のお薬で普段より元気なぐらいで。
そうか。でもだからってこんなところに来ちゃ。
ノイ先生がね、まだ手術に時間がかかるんだって。だからね。こうに会ってこいって。
She's fidgeting, and her face is flushed. So that's why Noi told me to stay in cyberspace. Isn't that a bit too carefree? Then again, this might be our last chance to be together. That whisper is enough to make me lose control and embrace her. Her body is as small and soft here as it is in reality.
ノイ先生、処置まで時間はどれぐらいかかりそうですか
？30分。それまで私のプライベートスペースを使いたまえ。
That's more than enough. I kiss her and initiate the moving process. Noi's private space is exactly the same as our store in real life. We're not gonna like have sex in, you know, the net, right? At least I hope not.
まるで魔法使いのお店だね。
だとしたら、きっと黒魔術の専門店だな。
Nanoha is visibly perplexed by the goods on sale here.
道具は勝手に使っていいからな。使用料金は特別に半額。
使いませんって。それよりこの背景なんとかならないんですか？
贅沢なやつだな。切り替えができるから自分で好きなように調節したまえ。
I breathe a sigh of relief. I look up and notice that Nanoha is staring into the display cases.
なのは？
なんでもない、なんでもないよ。なんでもないの。
This is awkward. She's looking up at me, her face flushed.
お願い、リードして。
Ah, dear lord. The whisper in my brain makes me lose control and bring her closer to me. Well, that's 3 8 scenes for Nanoha.
なのは。
We kiss and I start removing her clothing. She awkwardly undoes my belt and starts removing my pants.
すごい。私、コート、すごいことしちゃってる。
Her hands are shaking, but she doesn't stop. I finish undressing her too. We're both completely naked now.
じゃあ始めるぞ。
As she nods, I switch our surroundings. The process is nearly instant. The sudden change makes Nanoha crouch.
どうだ？さっきの背景よりはマシだろ？
けど、外で裸なんて誰も見てないと分かってても恥ずかしいね。
I mean, I'm gonna chalk this as, they're gonna die, so they might as well just do do whatever before they die, right? Or I guess not Ko. Ko's not gonna die, but Nanoha might die. She bashfully looks around. Her tension quickly fades away. I personally feel like if someone actually wanted to have sex with me before they die, though, I would probably refuse them.
でも綺麗。なんかちょっとロマンチックかも。
She turns towards me. Seeing my stiff member makes her eyes open wide.
おい、何をまじまじと見ているんだ？
ごめん。でもこんな大きなのが入ってたんだね。どうりで痛いはずだよ。
Completely flushed, she gently pokes it. It feels good enough for me to quietly moan.
やっぱり触れると気持ちいいの？
そりゃまあ。
だったらもっと触ってあげるね。
Alright, that's my cue. Patreon.com/Azaikyousuke. Haven't heard that in a long time, have you? I'll see you guys after this, YouTube. People on Patreon, enjoy this. Where's the auto? There we go. Alright, I think that should be it. You guys did not really miss much. This is just pretty much a typical lovey-dovey H scene. I guess it really depends on just how much you like Nanoha as a character, right? I don't really like her, so all of these H scenes mean nothing to me. Like, they're not even all that hot, you know? As we embrace and kiss, the flower gently caresses us. But then again, this is like an older visual novel, right? So the art itself is a bit dated. A good few minutes have passed, but we're still embarrassed about what we just did. And yeah, that was actually about 20-ish minutes, so they weren't lying when they said, or when Noi said she got like 30 minutes before the surgery procedure.
すごかったな。
Barely saying a word, we just hold hands. Whenever I close my eyes, I imagine how Nanoha was during the act. It's pretty amazing considering how she was in her school years. You probably don't get pregnant if you have sex in the internet here. So I guess that's also the reason why, you know, like sexual acts are a lot more prevalent here. And that's also why those guys who aren't really second gens call us names as if we're like perverts and whatnot, right? Like the human faction actually called us that, if I'm not mistaken, back then. Like, you know, Gilbert and everyone else. The non-AI faction.
なんか変な感じ。こうにあんな姿を見せちゃうなんて。
ああ、俺も同感だ。菜の葉も大人になったんだな。
もうエッチ。
She pouts and pinches my hand. The pain is strangely pleasant.
頑張って慣れなくちゃだよね。この先もこうと一緒にいるのなら。
お前は今のままでいいけどな。
そんなのこの先ずっとこんなにドキドキしてたら赤字に。
The words die young make her stop.
菜の葉、
私バカだよね。せっかくこうが忘れさせてくれたのに。
So I wasn't the only one worried about all this. Our passion was probably just escapism. Though there's a chance that Noi did something to make us like that.
暗くメソメソするのはやめようよ。
Nanoha forces a smile.
私は先生もアセンブラも信じてるもん。暗くなる必要なんてないはずだよね。
ああ、そうだな。だからってお前の腹になんか埋めてはおけない。ノイ先生に取り除いてもらおうな。
We inch closer to each other.
手術がうまくいったら今度はリアルで同じことをしような。
約束だよ。
She shuts her eyes, stands on her tiptoes, and brings her face closer.
任せたな。処置の準備が終わったぞ。
I distance myself from Nanoha.
なのは時間だってさ。
そうこうも立ち会ってくれるよね。
ああ、もちろんだ。
Nanoha takes a deep breath and walks a step away. Damn you, Nanoha. Making your sprite show so that I have to censor this.
今度はリアルで可愛がってね。
She vanishes with a smile on her face.
覚悟してくれ。処置の途中でアセンブラが起動したら診療所ごと全てを破壊する。ここらの住人はほとんどが逃げ出している。被害は私たちだけで収まるはずだ。
すいません、先生。そこまでしてもらって。
礼はうまくいってからにしてくれ。
The moment the call ends, I hear a machine voice.
警告、侵入者です。
I look at my sensor and see a few marks drawing closer. The signals belong to the minion. I guess they know what's going on? It's kind of weird that they know that we're gonna be removing this. Give me 1 second here. There we go.
こいつら、どうしてここに？
But man, that was close. If they came a few minutes earlier, Nanoha would have been caught up in the battle. They went to the cyber or to the private space that we're on? Weird. Looks like they set up an anchor too. I can't log out if I don't take care of them.
やるしかなさそうだな。
I jump out of the virtual shop and shift into my simulacrum. This is still from that combat menu, huh? No, it's actually a different one, I see. Armor gauge plugin. I don't even know what that is. Sure. Enemy, sure. Ally unit sub gauges. What the hell is this even?
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
先生、すまん。トラブルがあった。戻るのが遅くなる。
I think that spitting top guy is probably a new unit. No response. Are they attacking the clinic too?
くそ。こうなったら、こいつらを速攻で片付けるしかないな。へい。はっ、見避け。ほら。へい。当たれ。へい。
Get over here. Damn it. That guy dies pretty quickly. Where's that other guy? Oh, there he is. I guess this guy's just a bomber. Only one? God damn it. Yeah, I hate that mechanic so much. The fact that you can actually get force crashed when you... Or not force crashed, but, you know... That you can get attacked while you're... While you're force crashing. I feel like that's really a bad mechanic. Man, I wish I could force crash this guy. There we go. Okay, I level up for the elbow crash. Almost everything is at level 3. I beat all the enemies, but the anchor is still up.
まだ敵のサポートがどこかに潜んでいやがるのか。
注意、聞こえるか。どうも困ったことになった。
そっちにもドミニオンが来ましたか。
気分のいい光景ではない。診療所の隠しカメラを中継する。状況を見てくれ。
Suddenly, a sound and picture flows into my senses. There's a few men in a clinic. They're destroying the mechanical equipment with chairs and guns.
貴様ら何をする。貴様らは一体何者だ。
モグリの医者に告げる名前などない。
One of the men scoffs. Gilbert, why is he there?
乱入してきたのは6人。今のところ何かは無事だ。
The feed switches to display Nanoha, scared to the point of shivering.
こんなことにゴートにでも見つかったら自爆装置の意味がないではない。
自爆装置だ。貴様らはこの娘に一体何をしたんだ。
診察をしたら分かっているんじゃないのか。神父がくたばるとこいつの腹の中からアセンブラが増殖する。実にあの男らしい素敵に醜悪なアイデア。
追跡が当たってしまった。ナノハが生きる自爆装置にされていたわけだ。
I can hear Noi grind her teeth.
学園未来懐かしいか。また会えて嬉しいぞ、エイリアニス。
He actually remembers her? His malicious grin makes Nanoha turn pale. So we can rule out Gilbert being the one that tried to mind hack Nanoha, so it's not him.
門倉公はどこにいる。お前らがつるんでいるのは知っているぞ。
こうはいません。私を置いてどこかに。
そう来なくても期待通りだ。素直に喋られては興ざめというものだ。手足の 2,3 本思いでも生きていれば文句はない。ここならば止血も完璧にできそうだ。
He takes out a knife and maliciously runs his tongue on it.
貴様、一体何が目的なんだ。その娘を今すぐに離したまえ。
その化け物も抑えておけよ。さあ、時間はたっぷりと。捕虜の拷問を始めるとしようか。
警告、前方に敵機。
Okay, what the hell is that?
待ち伏せしていやがったか。
Let me say my game.
セーブします。よろしいでしょう。
It almost feels like my simulacrum's about to sweat. Nanoha and Noi will be dead by the time I'm done with these.
戦闘中止。全員引きなさい。
Well, that's Makoto. A silent voice resounds through the battlefield. A fairy-like unit equipped with optical wings appears in the group. Okay, so the people in Odd One's chat actually tells me that Makoto's simulacrum here is one of the crazier fights. I don't know if that's just on very hard or on all difficulties. But yeah, didn't really get spoiled, but some of the combat, they specifically say, you know, their names, which is a bit disappointing. Because I specifically told them that I'm only on Nanoha's route, but I guess they couldn't help themselves.
その機体、ドミニオンの巫女。
もう一度言います。下がりなさい。
I don't know what route we're gonna be fighting her though, but yeah, it kind of basically spoils me the fact that we are gonna have to fight her at some point.
しかし巫女様、これは一体どういうことで。
下がりなさい。私に理由を尋ねるのですか。
Her tone is cold and silent, but powerful enough to cause shuddering.
全てはソフィアの意のままに。
Dominion's units log out. She and I are the only ones left in the structure.
なぜ俺を助ける？
Is she somehow involved in the attack on the clinic?
ジルベルトは今神父様に雇われています。
冗談だろ。あの根っからの反 AI 主義者がドミニオンに？
Anti-AI, right, that's what they're called. I actually called them the human faction. Because I forgot what they're called in this game.
彼には彼の思惑があるのでしょう。
悪いけど俺は急いでログアウトしなくちゃならないんだ。
一人で助けに行くのですか？ナノハさんを人質に取られたらどうするのです？
しかし他には手がない。援軍を呼ぶ時間も当てもないしな。
マインドハックをかけましょう。
そんな悠長な。今からあいつらのアイスを解析してたら。
待ってください。これを。
She sends me some data.
おいおいマジかよ。
Gilbert's access point is protected by a Firefly ice, but the code behind it is slightly modified now. It'll restore itself pretty soon, but if I can break through all the ice, I'll get to mine hack his bare chip. That aside,
あんたたった今この瞬間にジルベルトへのマインドハックの手続きを済ませたのか？
not even Rain can do that. Normally, mine hacks require lots of prep time, especially when the target is a cyber officer on the level of Gilbert.
しかしアイスに穴を開ける時間はありません。警備を力ずくで排除していかねばなりません。
Are we gonna have to fight Gilbert as a boss again too in this route?
やるしかなさそうだが。ジルベルトの周りの連中もマインドハックに気づけば黙って見ているとは思えないな。
私が周囲の妨害を引き受けます。
手伝ってくれるのか？
そのために来たのですから。
She says with a stoic expression.
私とあなたの立場は今は遠く離れている。もう仲間にはなれない。見ているものが違いすぎるから。
And yet, why are you helping me? On the same side again? She's saying we were actually friends or something.
でも敵になる必要はない。敵にもなりたくない。それに私はあなたに対して取り返しのつかない。
She said, Torishkaiste? I think that's something that she can't take back, which isn't mentioned there at her last sentence. She falls silent mid-sentence.
わかった。いや、よくわからないけど、君に敵意がないのはわかる。
では時間がありません。先方に連絡してください。
I do as told and call Noi.
ノイ先生、奴らの死角にマインドハックをかけます。残りは何とかなりませんか？
頼んだぞ。できれば診察室の防御システムをフリーズさせているやつを始末してほしいな。
Noi looks at the man in question. He has a neurojack connected to the clinic's console.
ならばその男は私が。
The priestess's unit vanishes. I also move to Gilbert. Why are you helping me? Oh, I thought that was a wall. These fishes, I think we meet these guys in that like sea place where it was like the place where like, you know, the AI's ego reside or something right now.
へいはっへいはっと増援か切り裂けへい当たれ覚悟しな
I'm not hitting anything. God damn it.
あーやったあ見えた当たれ当たれよっ見えた当たれこっちだ当たれこっちだこっちだ僕を見ている当たれ
It's been a while since we actually saw these ones, the gray ones.
はっ見てへい
Man, those things are so short that I can actually attack them with my rifle.
やったへいこっちだ当たれ当たれと
Why isn't it dying? Jeez. Thank you.
へいはっできたへいはっ切り裂けへ当たれへいほらできた
There you go. Almost full HP, so that's pretty good. After taking care of the first layer, I connected a clinic again.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
None of us was trained by Gilbert's subordinates. She's crying and struggling to break free.
本当に知らないんです。私だってコウに会いたいのに、彼がどこに行ったかなんて。
それは哀れだな。いくら責められても吐くものがないとはな。
Gilbert sneers and one of his underlings pushes his knife against her.
待て、その娘は病み上がりなんだ。無茶をするな。その娘に何かあればまずいのだろう。それに忘れたのか。その娘の腹に何が埋め込まれているのか。そんなところに突っ込もうとは大して度胸だな。
I thought that he said you can, you can't kill her, but you can still hurt her. Noi forces a grin and Gilbert's dogs stop their actions, thoroughly perplexed.
貴様こそ大した度胸だな、ヤブ医者。ひょっとして立場が分かっていないのか。
Gilbert, however, is still grinning confidently.
分かっているさ。こんななりをしていても容赦するつもりはない。だろ？
ああ。俺は男だろうが女だろうが子供だろうが老人だろうが一切容赦しない。むしろ弱虫を見ると踏みにじりたくなってくる。
だろうな。これでも私は医者だ。一目で君の太刀の悪さがわかる。
そうだ。そのなりを見れば俺も見当がつく。お前は失敗作。それともお前の親はよほど悪い趣味をしていたのか。
Failed product. I'm guessing about the, what do you call those? The something children? I forgot.
辛い質問をするな、君は。親の意図など理解したくもない。違うか。
Gilbert grins wryly and the two glare at each other. The air about them is different than before. Nanoha is still shivering, scared out of her mind. I want a chance to reassure her, but if I did that, she'd change her expression and make them suspicious. I can't let Gilbert know I'm watching. Why isn't she chanting to us though? I guess she doesn't want to make us worry.
Hey, ha! 切り裂け！当たれ！当たれ！どこを見ている？ Hey, ha! 切り裂け！邪魔だ！当たれ！ 増援か。当たれ当たれ。やがったな。へいはっ切り裂け。こっちだ。へいはっへい。仕留めてみせる。当たれ。へいはっ切り裂け。こっちだ。どこを見ている。仕留めてみせる。覚悟しな。
Okay, we got 3 of those things.
こっちだ。見たか。へい邪魔だ。へいはっ切り裂け。ほら当たれ。
God damn it.
へい帰りな。
Used the wrong thing. I think that's it. After beating the enemies, I check on the clinic again. Are we gonna do this like 5 times?
おい貴様らそんなに女に飢えているのか。
Is this gonna be the same thing that happened on the like rain chapter? Is he gonna do something like sexual things again? Noya looks at them provocatively.
私も痛いのはスカン。患者の悲鳴も真っ平だ。素直に股を開くからそれで勘弁してくれんかな。
What? You're gonna spread open? What the heck? Ew. Gilbert's underlings look at each other perplexed.
悪いな。我々に道場愛好の趣味などない。
まあそういうな。こう見えても私は立派な大人だ。君たちだって。
Yeah, I'm guessing she's just trying to buy for time, but thank you, Gilbert. The sudden kick to her stomach makes Noi fly across the room. As Noi writhes in agony, Gilbert looks down on her with ice-cold eyes.
俺の痛覚神経はチューニングされていてな。どうやらお前らより痛みの感覚が薄いらしい。それでも何度も痛い目に遭ったつもり。同じ目に遭えばお前らは何倍も痛いのだろう。まあどうなのかね、ノイ先生。
そうか。君は根っからのサディスト。それなら敵対することはない。
I wish most villains would actually be smart and kill people before they do anything. God. Noi grins, holds onto a chair, and stands up. She grimaces in pain, but her eyes are gleaming provocatively.
別にもっとキャットも構わない。望むなら道具を貸してやろう。それとももっと甘い声がお望みか。
貴様何を考える。時間稼ぎ。
Gilbert starts looking around the room, but stops when he notices something. Thank you for being smart, Gilbert. It's a folded article of clothing. Shit, that's my uniform.
なるほど、そういうことか。門倉はここの様子を見ているのだな。
His words make Nanoha gasp.
しかし、ここに接続された空間には誰もいませんが。
アイスの状態は確認したか。
マインドハックを心配してるんですか。まさかロジックを変えたばかりですぜ。それにキューバでそんなもの仕掛けられませんよ。
常識で考えればそう。
Exactly. A mind hack in this situation makes so little sense that Gilbert won't realize I'm coming.
まあいい。どう女どもを助けようというのか、ちょっと知りたくなった。
He looks around like there's someone invisible with them and calls out.
おい、門倉こう。聞こえているんだろう。今からこの女どもを犯し、その後薄皮を剥ぐようにしてなぶり殺す。面白くなる。お前の目の前でお前の女や友人を殺すのは俺の夢だったのだからな。
What an asshole. I didn't need to hear this.
よそ見をしている場合じゃないな。
Oh, sorry. I never had any intention of taking it slow, but it might go to hell if I don't hurry. Nanoha and Noi's lives depend on it. This is gonna be a battle against Saim.
へいはっ切り り裂け。どこを見ている。へいへいはっ消えろ。はっ切り裂け。当たれ。
These things are so small.
まだか。へいけよ。切り裂落とした。へい当たれ。へいはっへい切り裂け。へいどこを見ている。当たれ当たれ。消えろ。へいはっ切り裂け。へい当たれ。へい当たれ当たれ。ロック。へい切り裂け。急げよ。へい邪魔だ。へいはっ帰りな。覚悟しな。
Is that gonna kill it? It did, nice.
邪魔だ。仕留めてみせる。へいはっ切り裂け。ほらへい当たれ。へいまだか。邪魔だ。へいはっ邪魔だ。へいはっ切り裂け。へい当たれ。へい当たれ当たれ。邪魔だ。見えた。へいはっ
田所注意、急いでください。
I'm trying, okay.
へいはっ帰りな。へい邪魔だ。
Alright, I somehow made it.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
That was 3 layers though, judging by the combat. I break through the ice and finally arrive at the access point. Now, I won't lose Gilbert even if he switches the ice. I turn on the analysis tool and start searching for the password I need to open the last bulkhead.
注意。そっちの状況はどうなっている。
やっとアクセスポイントです。おそらくあと1分もあればジルベルトを攻撃できます。
そうか。なるべく急いでやってくれ。
She doesn't sound too good.
状況はどうですか。先生やナノハは一体。
ナノハ君の転送は無事だ。信じろ。だが診療所の中は見ないでやってくれ。
I doubt it's gonna be anything sexual. So it's so bad that she doesn't want me to see it. I clench my teeth in anger.
くそ、まだか。早くしてくれよ。
The analysis tool is working fine, but the wait feels so long. I mean, I have a save here, so might as well just check the situation, right? This is probably gonna be a bad end. I can't. I'm too worried. I gotta check. What happened to I'm not into lollies? Patreon.com Azaikyousuke. Ugh. Nora lies in the bed as the men thrust into her mouth and crotch. She grips members in her hands too. Her petite body is already covered in cum. It's clear this has been going on for a while now. Like, I don't even care that this is happening to Noi, to be honest. I expected that Gilbert actually did what he said about, you know, what he said to Nanoha about cutting off limbs and shit. This, I don't even care about. The sight makes Nanoha sob, but Gilbert's holding her jaw to keep her from looking away.
しっかり見ておくんだぞ。こんな出し物はなかなか見られないのだからな。今から泣いてってどうする。 あの先生が身動きできなくなったら今度はお前があいつらの番をするんだからな。観念して今から濡らしておいた方がいいぞ。乾いた粘膜を貫かれたらさぞや痛いだろうからな。
I mean, I can probably show the dialogue for you guys, but I'm gonna censor a lot of the CG here. Thankfully, Noi isn't really like moaning too much in this scene. Her crying brings more and more joy to Gilbert's face. What a sadist. Holy shit.
大丈夫なの。私はまだまだ。
Noi acts proud even as she's being raped.
こんなに盛大に侵されたのは久しぶりで。なかなか。
Before she can finish, the men shower her in their cum.
無駄な努力。おい小娘、お前もただ泣いていないでパーティーに少しは参加しろ。先生がお前をかばって頑張ってるんだ。貴様も頑張って地位に受けるぐらいしても罰は当たらないんじゃないか。
そんなできます。そんなことできるわけありません。
Oh, the moment she screams, Gilbert swings his hand. Nano opens her eyes wide and gasps. There's a throwing knife in the wall right next to her head. It went all the way in.
別にやれとは言っていない。ただした方が身のためだと言っている。それぐらいも理解できないか、兵の。
Man, what is with, like, you know, sexual stuff being the prime motivating factor for, you know, like, rage? I really don't care about this, Gilbert. I'd rather you actually do some gore shit. Gilbert's eyes gleam with such malice that Nanoha shivers. She fearfully reaches for her crotch.
くそ、まだ開かないのか。
Right when I say that, the bulkhead opens up.
こちらも防壁手前にたどり着きました。
I wonder if it changes if I don't take a look at the scene.
すまん、頼むぞ。
Doesn't feel like it because we were waiting either way, right? I pass the bulkhead and invade Gilbert's brain chip.
貴様、いつの間に。
Yeah, it's him again.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
ジルベルト。
I mean, I already fought you, Gilbert, so it shouldn't be too bad.
貴様。
二度と余計なことができないよう念入りに殺してやる。覚悟しろ。
Oh, what the? He's different.
さあ、反 AI のくせになんで神父なんかにケツを振ってやがる。
俺からすればお前らなぞ皆クソ虫だ。
He didn't have that attack before.
なんだろうが金さえもらえればそれでいい。
Not that I remember,
生き延びる
yeah.
ために金がいるんだよ。
だからってドミニオンはお前だって灰色のクリスマスで仲間を失っているんだろ。また灰色のクリスマスが起きてもいいのかよ。
いいとも。貴様に生かされて恥をさらすよりはよほどマシだ。
Oh, I didn't get the second hit, I think.
マインド
God
ハッ
damn
クの
it.
ショックで血迷ったか。
抜かせ。貴様を死んだ女のいる下等生物の天国に送ってやる。もがけ。
He's somewhat using still the same stuff.
もがけ。その程度か。
切り裂け。ほら。
Come on, you bastard.
もがけ。くらえ。
切り裂け。
くりゃ。
Jeez.
下等生物が。
Did he blow himself up? Oh, that's his AoE, or that's his force crash.
へいはっ。切り裂け。へい当たれ。へい。
I was wondering what the hell his force crash is. It actually blows himself up. I never saw it because usually when I get hit by that, I die. He's putting a lot of landmines, I know for a fact. That's why I don't really want to go to that space. The space is pretty safe so far. I think he's also susceptible to the mines. That's why he's not actually going to this area too. Did he like blow himself up again? No. I guess he has like multiple force crashes or something. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, I got hit by that. Oh, God, I hate that stupid move of his. Man, this is so cheap. The fact that I'm just doing this to beat him up. What is he doing? Like, he's doing something, but I'm like, I can't see what he's doing. He's just gonna die like a chump. I swear to goodness, when I beat him in the rain route, it was actually a lot more satisfying. But I had to do it off camera because it took a while to beat him. But this is just like dying like a chump. His simulacrum breaks and his avatar falls to the floor.
Nani ga okashi?
どの道お前ら旧人類は滅ぶ定めだ。どう転んでもお前がこの先この腐った星で不幸で愚かしい生涯を送ると思うと楽しくてな。
幸せに死ねてよかったな、ミュータント。
I fixed my sights on him.
なんだ、あっさりと殺してくれるのか。
Yeah?
どうした？女ができてすっかり丸くなったな。くそいまいましい。ためらわずあの女を犯してやればよかった。これが循環になるのかと悩んだのが敗因だったな。
ああ、そうしてたら多分今頃はお前の池作りを始めてたさ。
そうしてくれればよかったもの。
Yeah, the amount of stuff that's more focused towards sexual stuff is just way too much during these scenes sometimes. After that hateful remark, Gilbert's body is surrounded by an orb of light.
自爆かよ。まったく。まったく最後まで忌々しいやつだぜ。
おかげでこっちも片付いた。
No chance me. I connect to the camera and see a surgical robot sinking its blade into the men's corpses.
とにかく早く戻ってきてくれ。ナノハ君が君に会いたがっている。
I guess that's the robot that Rain fixed for Noi in her route. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
Upon returning to the ether, I called the Minen's priestess.
ありがとう。おかげでナノハは助かったよ。
いいえ。
How do you know her contact? She shakes her head.
なぜナノハや俺を助けてくれた？
あの男がナノハさんの手足をもいだとしても、生きてさえいれば神父様はお許しになるでしょう。けれど私が許さない。
そうか。しかしそれじゃあ君が神父に。
私がここに来ていることは神父様はおそらく知りません。知ったとしても処罰はないでしょう。アセンブラさえ無事ならば。
ナノハの体内から あれを取り出す手伝いをしてほしいとお願いしても無理ってことか。
ごめんなさい。
She helped us, sure, but she's still with the minion. It makes sense, but it doesn't sit right with me.
俺にはわからない。君が一体何を考えているのか。君はもう一度灰色のクリスマスが起きてもいいなんて思っているわけじゃないよな。
I mean, Ko, don't you think that she looks like someone that you
あ
know?
んな事件、本当は起きていなかったのかもしれません。
Huh? What?
何を言っている？
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
いえ、あるいは起きれば本当の世界に戻れるのかもしれません。
So, all this time we've been in a simulation? We've been, you know, not in a simulation, but we've been stuck in the internet ever since? Huh? No. No, before that even happened, we've been stuck on the internet, but... Is it even possible? Because there's people like Gilbert, and he's not a second gen, I assume. She was my ally until a few moments ago, but now she feels really distant.
もし私たちのリアルが偽りだとしたら、未知の存在により再現された世界だとしたらどうしますか？
She's saying that what if everything has been a lie ever since we were born? I mean, it could be, I guess? Hmm...
ドミニオンの脅威か。
The dogma of a mad cult. I don't know why she helped us, but it's clear it'll take a while until we understand each other.
やはり言葉では分かってもらえません。
I mean, the fact that the AI is going crazy, and if this is you know, not even the real in the first place anyway, kind of makes sense that nothing is governing this place, right? She sadly casts her eyes down and vanishes. Is that how they're trying to, like, get rid of plot holes and stuff? The clinic looks more like a slaughterhouse now.
これじゃ手術は無理とか言ったレベルではありませんね。
I'm guessing that choice was just for people that don't want to see, like, a Noi being raped or whatever. I can barely look at the place. The equipment's all trashed too. Instead of going deeper in, I just go back.
まったくひどいものだ。この町では最後の最後までろくな目に遭わなかった。
ところで先生、お体の方は？
安心しろ。野犬に噛まれた経験がないわけじゃない。あれごときで私からは何も奪えん。
She smells confidently. This woman may be tiny, but she's actually pretty damn hardcore. I fixed my posture and expressed my gratitude.
菜の葉をかばっていただきありがとうございました、ノイ先生。
私はいい。心配なのはあの娘の方だな。
She throws a glance deeper into the room, at Nanoha. She's not even crying at this point. She just looks down and tired of it all. I mean, it's a good thing that they came before we do the procedure, because I think that would have blown up the minion. Or sorry, not the minion, assembler.
一緒にいてやってくれ。私は外の空気を吸ってくる。
As Noi leaves the shop, I walk up to Nanoha.
こう。
とりあえず無事でよかった。
She's far from all right, though. We've lost our only chance of removing assembler from her. Not to mention both Good and Fenrir are frantically searching for her. There was no removing assembler, Ko. Once we knew for a fact that that's assembler, there was no removing that. I don't even want to imagine what would happen to her if they caught her.
今までありがとうね。こう。
あのな、その言葉を言うのは老衰の時にしてくれ。
Can you save my game?
よろしいでしょう。だって。
She understands her situation too. The fact that I can do nothing for her makes me feel too powerless.
すまん。俺がお前のことをもっと早く分かっていれば。
全部自分の責任だよ。こうなったのは自分の責任だから。栗原先生と連絡がつくことを初めからこうに相談しておけば。
もしそれなら今頃は親父が高笑いしてただろうな。
どうしてこうなっちゃったんだろうね。こうが一生懸命私を守ってくれたのに。
Nanoha hangs her head and takes my hand.
こう、もう頑張らなくていいよ。
無理を言うな。
涙が出るほど嬉しいけど、でもこうをこれ以上危険な目に遭わせたくないよ。
菜の葉は一人でどうするつもりなんだ。
先週に帰りたい。
でももうあそこには何もないんだぞ。
それでもいい。最後にあの場所に行きたいの。
Wait, she's planning to die there? My head quickly starts to boil.
バカ、最後とか軽々しく言うな。
だって
でもとかも言うな。お前は栗原先生を信じているんだろ。
I mean, I don't, but I want her to keep believing. You should keep clinging to hope.
信じてるよ。けど
だったら最後まで信じろ。信じた上で一緒に青州へ帰ろう。
I mean, might as well believe in him till the end, yeah.
アセンブラが青州を浄化するのを見届けよう。大丈夫。菜の葉も先生のデモを覚えているよな。
Even if Assembler is harmful, Seishu is a wasteland now, so there won't be any casualties. Gungnir will just clean it all up, just like it did during the fateful Christmas.
何度もお別れするのはコリゴリだ。今度は最後までお前にくっついていくからな。
ありがとう。こう、私、こうと出会えてよかった。それだけで生まれてきてよかったと思う。
だから縁起でもないことを言うな。俺たちはついこの前やっと付き合いだしたんだぞ。
そうだね。
俺たちはこれから幸せになるんだ。それを信じろ、菜の葉。
信じるよ。こうも先生のことも。
Nanoha pushes her face against my chest and finally breaks down crying.
この先どうするかは決まったようだな。
Noi's looking up at the cloudy sky.
一緒に都市を脱出するつもりです。
やっぱりか。そう思って偽造チケットと身分証明書を2枚手配しておいた。
すいません。何から何まで。
気にするな。たまには人助けも悪くはない。
With a distant look, she faces the filthy sky again.
あのジルベルトとかいう男、デザイナーズチャイルドだったんだな。
There we go, designer child. Thank you, Noi.
ええ。学園生時代から妙な因縁のあった男で。
哀れな連中だ。バカどもが子供をエリートに育てようとして不完全な遺伝子改良に飛びついて、その挙句に性格異常者や社会不適応者が頻発。結局遺伝子改良はタブーとなり、生まれた連中は今では化け物扱いだ。セカンドにデザイナーズチャイルド。大昔の人間から見れば我々はもう人間ではないのかもしれないな。
Maybe.
先生。
I'd ask whether she's a designer child too, but I can't bring myself to do that. I mean, Gilbert clearly said she's a failed child. Not to mention that the answer is obvious when you consider her body and her words just now.
で、行く先は人の多い場所なのか？
いえ、まさか。
それがいいだろうな。結果がどっちに転んでも その方がいい。
She's probably reached the same conclusion I did. Her eyes are full of sympathy.
アセンブラが起動した場合、それが無害なものだとしても菜の葉に悪影響はないんですかね。
No idea.
さあな、あっても不思議はあるまい。
She casually says something ominous, then takes out something and hands it to me.
統合軍の流出品、爆薬か何かですか。
処置のために準備した高性能焼夷弾だ。小さくても金属を溶かし、人体を消し、炭にする威力がある。これならアセンブラも生き残れまい。
ありがたく受け取っておきますよ。
私からの選別だ。縁があったらまた会おう。
Noi turns around and returns to the clinic. We have 18 hours left until Dominion's deadline. I'm guessing that's the end of the chapter, though. So I'm guessing every chapter might end on chapter 14.
よろしいでしょうか。
But yeah, I think this is exactly the right time for me to end the episode. I think I might be able to... I guess we'll see. Like, before I start the episode, I was actually thinking about how I want to not really think too much about the time. And yeah, the time is actually 2 hours, 21 minutes. So I wasn't really thinking too much about the time. So I was like going past 2 hours, like no problem, right? But I gotta say, 8 scenes in games really do make me like lose motivation. God damn, that 8 scene was like, god damn it. But yeah, like 8 scenes and like anything that's more sexual, that's not really relevant to the plot, just pisses me off, you know. But pretty interesting reveal, I guess, the fact that we have a assembler inside of Nanoha. I don't know how it's gonna end though. It probably might end happily, maybe. I don't know. If it doesn't end happily, maybe there's a choice to get a bad end or a good end. Because in Rain's case, there was only one choice, right? Or no choice at all. It was just one ending, and it was it was kind of happy, but a bit ambiguous about what the hell was going on in the other stuff, about, you know, all the other factions and whatnot. In this one, we're still not sure what Ark is doing, what Shizzle is doing, you know, what Fenrir is doing, what Goat's doing, but we're just running away from Dominion again. But okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. YouTube members will be getting these early access, but nothing uncensored. And also for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member, because that's going to be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. I'm surprised I'm still pretty fluent at doing that, even though I haven't done that in quite a while. As I said, it is just, at this point, what's the word? Muscle memory. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Baldr Sky. I'll be doing 4 episodes for Baldr Sky and then 2 for Ameyue, by the way, for the week. See ya.